What's going on, guys? Now, I realized I haven't done a walk-around video of the Jeep yet on my channel, so I figured I should do one right now. Yeah, it's freezing outside, so I'm going to do it inside this garage right now, so hopefully you guys don't mind. But yeah, I thought I should do a quick walk-around video and just talk about the Jeep and just show you guys it. So, let's do it. Okay, so here's the Jeep in all its glory. I did a couple quick things to it. Now, if you guys don't know, this is a 2010 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. This has the soft top, and this is the sport model. Unfortunately, this is the two-wheel drive version. This is not the four-wheel drive. And yeah, this is what she looks like. Now, a couple small things that I did do to it so far. You can tell I just put just the basic little Jeep, star on it. It's not perfect, as you can tell. There's like a couple little air bubbles in there, but that's that. I did rhino line these things. These things were chrome, but I rhino lined these. That video should be out on my channel by now. Hopefully it should be. I did film that, so that should be out on my channel. So I did rhino line these, and I did do some of the undercarriage underneath there, just real quickly. This summer, I'm going to undercarriage the entire Jeep. I'm going to go underneath there and just sand. There's not that much rust, honestly, for this being a 2010. I'm going to underline, or I'm going to sand out any rust that I see. Then I'm going to go underneath the entire thing and just underline that entire undercarriage of the Jeep. As you can tell, yes, this is the soft top. So I did do that. Has the spare. I did my signature sticker that I always put on the back of my car. I rhino lined this back tire just because I wanted to see how it would turn out. I think it came out all right, actually. It looks pretty good. What I do want to do, I do want to get a different soft top. I want to get, I don't know, is it Best Top? I'm not sure exactly the brand, but there's a brand, they make a soft top variant that this part from here to here, you can just unlatch. So it kind of works like how the hard top is, or separate, it'll slide backwards. So you can just have this part open. And then for the back piece, it kind of runs across that bar right there. So I know that's soft top I do want to get eventually down the line, but small things, doing things piece by piece. I did put on these rain guards. I know that video is on my channel right now, so I'll put these rain guards on just because, why not? You can do a quick thing. Eventually, I do want to get the windows tinted. And yeah, that other soft top I do want to get. I'll make sure the back windows are tinted because of, you could look right into the back of my car. So I want to make sure that's done. Going to the front, I do have these lights hooked up. That video is not on my channel yet because I have to fix something. They're not fully done yet. But and I gotta clean this up. You can kind of see the wires, so I need to clean that up, obviously. But that video is not up on my channel yet because I didn't finish doing that. But I'll show you where I have it. Yeah, right now I have the switch coming out here, right there. And then going to the front of the vehicle, I have just the blacked out grill with the Angry Bird eyes and with these grill inserts. So that's like that. So you can see the front of the vehicle. You can see this is the engine. It has the 3.8 liter. This is the older Jeep Wrangler engine. It's the V6. It isn't the flat 4 like that came inside. I believe that was the TJs. Or maybe it was the YJs. I'm not sure. But the previous generation, I know they had the flat 4. This is not. This is the 3.8 liter V6. I believe the newer ones have the 3.6 liter V6, the Pentastar engine. That's inside the 2012 and newer, I believe. But yeah, this thing has, I believe it's like 205 or 210 horsepower, somewhere in that range. To be honest, it's not as bad as what as what you might think. It being, obviously, if you have a lift kit on here, it's gonna make it slower and more equipment. If you have a big heavy front bumper or big heavy rear bumper, it's gonna make it slower. But for the car being what it is, it's okay. It's not geared probably the best. This is a 4-speed. It's not even a 5-speed. But it does okay. On gas right now, I'm averaging around like 17 miles per gallon. That's combined. So that is, it is what it is. It comes with the car, but overall the engine though is in pretty good condition. The engine feels really healthy. That's one thing I wanted to make sure when I bought this car, because the last one I bought had some major issues with the electrical system, and it was just a whole bunch of issues with that car. But I'm happy that this one seems to be sorted out, and it's in pretty good condition. Eventually, I do want to put a lift kit on this car, and I do want to get better wheels and tires. Right now, these are the stock tires, or rims and tires. I do want to get a better set of rims and tires. I'm thinking that I might honestly just buy, I was just looking on like Craigslist. I'm seeing a lot of people, they just post like their stock wheels and tires. I'm thinking I might buy some that are off like a newer version, like the 2015 Jeep Wrangler, the Rubicons. I'm seeing like a lot of people, they have those on Craigslist. So I might pick up like a pair of those with, a better set of tires and everything like that. Not sure what type of lift kit I want to put on here, but for right now, I think that's my first priority is to get better wheels and tires, because these tires look tired and old. I think that's the one thing that's the major like disadvantage of this car. Just the tires, they don't look that great, and the wheels, they look kind of bad. But I think once that's fixed up, it'll make the car look a lot better. And let's go to the interior. Don't mind my notebook, where I keep all my YouTube notes. But let me just move this out the way. As you can tell, this is what the interior looks like. It is it's stock. I just have my radar detector. I did install these little grab handlebars. That'll come in handy when you have the lift kit on, but for right now, you got the step stool and you have that, don't really need them all. I honestly just get into the car just by stepping in, but if you're shorter, maybe they'll help you out. Who knows, but like I said, you have that. But going inside here, this is the stock, just Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. One thing I do want to do is get the overhead console. I'm not sure. It's not Smitty built. Actually, it might be. There's a company, they make an overhead console that attaches from here to here. And I think that would be a cool thing to have, just so you can mount stuff up here. That would be nice. So I do want to get that eventually. Like I said, I'm going to mount those wires better. I want to mount it up there. I was going to drill it through my dash and just kind of have it coming out here, but I don't really want to drill through it or anything. So if I don't mount it down there, I'll mount it up here somewhere, and I'll just fix that up. But yeah, this is what the interior looks like. I do want to get seat covers too. Eventually, I want to get the black seat covers, but the seats still are in pretty good condition for this being a 2010. I just want to get new seat covers for the Jeep Wrangler. I believe I'm gonna get black ones. Another thing I do want to do down the line is I want to get those, I forgot what they're called. They're like that top that you put when you have the roof off. You can put that like screen on top so the sun doesn't burning you up while you're inside the Jeep with the roof off. So I do want to get that. If you're a Jeep fan, you probably know what it is. So you know what I'm talking about. And also, all the doors are manual and the windows are manual as well. So you have to physically lock the doors. There's no power locks or anything like that. So there's no switches in there. And this is the stock radio head. I'll probably just swap this out with like a quick $100 one that's like a Android kit. You just swap it in. And like I said, this is not the 4-wheel drive. This is 2-wheel drive. Eventually down the line, I do want to do the axle swaps, and I do want to do a drivetrain swap, but that'll be further down the line. But I do want to do that eventually though, because I want to keep this Jeep pretty much forever. If something happens to the engine, I would honestly do a engine swap. I would do a Hemi swap or something like that down the line. So that's what I would do. But yeah, it doesn't have the 4-wheel drive. It's just a normal 2-wheel drive, and like I said, this is the 4-speed automatic. I wish, looking back, I wish I would have found the manual, but I guess it's okay for it being the auto. At least now my girlfriend, she can drive it, and other people can drive it. But it would have been cool to have the manual, I'm not going to lie. But, I found this one. This one was priced really well, and you know, it just had an automatic, so I went with the automatic. So that's what I went with. I do not have the or is it the under seat lock. I do want to get that eventually, though. That's something I do want to do for just the locking capabilities when you have the roof off. All right, and just showing off the trunk real quickly. There's nothing in here right now. I would like to get a fire extinguisher mounted up here. You know, they have those quick kits. They're not that expensive at all. You can get those. Another quick thing I do want to get is a trunk lock. They have these locks that it goes around. I believe it bolts to the frame, and it's like a lock. It basically covers up the entire trunk area. Because with this being a soft top, I am a little bit concerned with someone just looking in here like, oh hey, there goes stuff back there. Using a knife, just cutting this open, kind of, you know, reaching a hand in there. It's going to be well worth the investment. That's probably one of the quicker upgrades I want to do to this car. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. But overall though, the Jeep though is pretty good condition. Other small things I want to do is get a different gas cap lock. Get rear protection over the rear tail lights. I do want to do the LED fog lights and headlight replacements. And when you do that, you're going to need to get, there's like it's like an extra connector, because a lot of times when you get the LED headlights, they will flicker because the Jeep is trying to understand, or it's basically, to my understanding, that the Jeep is trying to check to see if the headlights are working. So it's like a delay, and it keeps doing that, so that makes the LED headlights flicker. But there's like an extra connector that you put in between it that will basically take care of that. It'll let the Jeep know, like the ECU will let it know that yes, the headlights, they are running, so they won't flicker. So there is that kit. I'm not sure if you need that same kit for the fog lights or not, but I do want to get the fog lights definitely upgraded, and headlights. And also I do want to do the etch upgrade for these, because these things kind of suck. I think is well worth the investment. I think the upgrades is not that expensive, you know, like 20 bucks maybe, and you just put on, they're just better, well built, because these are looking kind of tired. Do I want to put a bigger bumper and a winch? Maybe, maybe not. I don't really know. I do like how some people, they have the stock bumpers, but they just kind of cut them from like right here. I think that would be a cool look. Maybe the fender flares, I will probably keep the stock ones. Maybe I would bed line them. That's something that I could do, just bed line the fender flares. But depending on what type of wheels and tires I go with, that will depend on that. The rear bumper, you know, maybe upgrade that. Not really sure on that one, but needless to say, there's so many things you can do with the Jeep. There's so many just parts and stuff like that you can do, so that's the good thing about this. But yeah, guys, so that's my future plans for this Jeep. Right now, I have a lot of different plans, a lot of different things I want to do. You know, it's just going to take some time, and it's going to just, you know, but slowly but steadily, I'm going to build up the Jeep, doing things piece by piece by piece. You just got to make sure that you have a plan in order, and then just start working on it slowly but steadily. Just keep working on it to make it your own. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick walk around video that I did. I know it's a little bit different because I'm inside of a garage. I can't really walk fully around the entire Jeep, but it's freezing outside and it's better to do it in here. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, give me a like. Check out some of the other videos that I've done. I've done a lot of other videos on this Jeep, a lot of other videos on my Camaro that I had before in the past, and I've done a lot of just different type of videos. So if you like this type of stuff, check out my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.